Well, hey y'all, I thought I'd bring you out to the garden with me today and show you what's going on and how things are doing. We finally got the drip irrigation installed and ran it for the first time last night. Oh, what a blessing. I just can't thank the guys that came and did this enough. So let's take a look. Let's see how the garden's going. We're going to go to the opposite side where I usually start over on the big side, but we're going to go to the smaller side. Let's take a look. So as you can see, the lettuce bed is emptied almost. I got to get some more of the weeds and whatnot out of there, and we'll get some. I think I'm going to plant cantaloupe in here this year. I pulled up the corn the other day, and I'll show you some footage of that. I didn't get a lot of footage because we had the drip going in on that day. So, but I did take some footage to show you me pulling it all up, and we'll take a look at the cobs here in a little while. And the tater bed, it is so ready to be harvested. The only problem is Kyle works, as y'all know, and so he's gone during the day, but he's home on Fridays, which is tomorrow, and we're going to get this harvested, and I'll show you guys that. I've neglected you in the past in showing the tater harvest, us actually getting it out of the ground. So I'll show you that tomorrow, and I think we'll be able to get it done. The problem getting it done in the evenings is right over there. The sun sets, and it is sunny. So sunny on this side of the garden, and it's just hot and miserable to be working in the beds in the evening. So we'll take care of that tomorrow. The peanuts are doing fantastic, you guys. Let's take a look and get my shadow out of your way. But as you can see, we have lots and lots of little flowers. They're called ovaries, and they are so pretty. I love the look of these little flowers. The peanuts are doing so well. So what happens is these little guys right here, they come down to the ground and they bury themselves in the ground, and each one becomes a peanut pod. Isn't that fascinating how that works? I'm looking around to see if I've got any that are already starting to fall that I can show you, but I'm not seeing any right off the bat. Still morning here, so my shadow is falling on this side. Let's see, and the chickens are over there hollering at me like, give us some treats in a minute, girls. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any that are coming down on their stringers just yet. I'll try to get a photo of it when that starts to happen and put it on the community tab so you guys can see it. And if you remember, this is a pepper plant that we've put over here. It's a Charapita. It's supposed to be the world's most expensive pepper because chefs pay high dollar for that pepper. It hasn't put anything on. It's just been way too hot for that to happen. But it's looking really good, and I'm hopeful for it. It has started to cool back off, relatively cool back off, even though it's, you know, low 90s. That's more to the normal for this time of year. So let's go take a look at the other side. You guys are going to be amazed. Okay, so here's the first of the two pepper beds, the main peppers. I did get a harvest of peppers yesterday for the first time, which was great. This is not a pepper flower. That is a sticker weed. I had not noticed that when I was picking peppers, but look at these peppers, you guys. Oh, yeah, they're doing great. And my one cucumber plant, I've gotten 4 cucumbers off of it so far. I've got another one in here. It's almost ready, but not quite. I want to let it get a little bigger. But I'm enjoying having some cucumbers this year, that's for sure. And it's doing really well. It's not quite taking over the bed. I know eventually it probably will, but at the moment it's fine. We've got just some sort of fun peppers in here. I don't really remember. I'd have to look at my list to see. But there's just some fun stuff in here. Here is the other pepper bed. I believe there's a couple of tomatoes over here too. And again, I'd have to take a look at my list to remember what all is in here. There are some peppers in here. Nothing much going on as far as any fruit being set. Again, it's just been so stinking hot that it's impossible. And the first of my next level trellis bed is, it's not doing great. I don't think I'm good at this style of growing. Plus the heat is just killing it. I am getting close to getting my first larger tomatoes. See here, I've got one that's turning off red. And I've got a couple right over here. There they are. And that one's turning red. So pretty soon I'll get my first large tomato. I'm so excited for that, you guys. And then over here is the fun tomato bed is what I call it. So I've got several coming on here, looking really good. I can't wait. But as you can see, there's still, you know, just some dead places where the heat just almost decimated the garden this year. It was so bad with that heat wave. It was awful. But it's hanging in there. Here's the ground cherry. The guys that were here installing the drip really enjoyed getting in here and eating the ground cherries, so I'm really glad for that. Down here, as you can see, we've got some on there. I'm looking to show you one. Here's one that's ready. And this is what they look like. Let me see if I can get this in screen for you. There. Pull this outer paper off. And then you end up with a ground cherry. Tastes a lot like a tomato, but it has little seeds inside. That I don't particularly enjoy the seeds so much. I just worry about them getting stuck in my teeth. But Kyle's enjoying these a whole lot. The guys enjoyed them that were here doing the drip. They really, really enjoyed them. We've been getting a few berry crazy cherries off of here. But as you can see, you know, these plants in here were just not thriving in the heat. But yeah, as you can see, we've got quite a few in here actually just about ready to harvest. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can get you in here. See back in here? I can't tell if you can see it on camera or not. Looks a lot like this, except it's just a little further back. So I'm just trying to kind of wait for this one to fully ripen. But I might have to get it off there. Oops, I dropped one. We'll take that inside. Oh, and I'm just waiting for more tomatoes to come on. It's looking really, really okay now that the heat's dropping off. So we've got the basil in here. It's flowering. So, oh look, here's some more tomatoes. So I'm excited for that. Over here's the Roma bed. I have pulled a few Romas out that have ripened early. We've got a few more getting there. Look back in here, guys. See? Look at these. Got several in here that I can take. Maybe not several, maybe just a couple. There we go. Look at that. So getting a little bit of a harvest each day. Not much, but it's starting. I've got to get in here and trim off all this stuff that died in the heat. There's the Agastache still doing its thing. But yeah, that bed's doing okay as well. Stepping on some grass down there. Anyway, as you can see, it has really, really exploded. Let me come all the way around here for you so you can really get the idea. Look at those Romas. Look how tall they've gotten. That just kills me, especially if you look at it in comparison to the other bed. How is that happening, you guys? I have no idea how a determinate tomato plant is outgrowing indeterminate over there. It's amazing to me. Here's the second of what I call Brian's trellis. And you can see that these guys just, man, they really suffered in that heat. I may not be able to save this one that's here. Yeah, but it's trying. It's coming along. You know, it's hanging in there. Let's put it that way. Now that we have the drip, I'm hopeful that that's really going to make a big difference. So one of the things I didn't get done was to get the other plants out of the greenhouse like I had intended. My back has just really put a damper on a lot of things this season. It is getting better still. It's not 100%, but it's close. So I'm hopeful that it'll be 100% in maybe a week or two now. We'll see. I'm going to show you some of the footage of dehusking, or I don't even know what it's called, but I call it dehusking the corn, so that you can see what it looks like. Let's go in the house. So you can see it's not the giant corn, but that's what I was expecting. It is not a replacement, unfortunately. It is good, but it's certainly not going to replace another sweet corn. So I won't be growing it again, but it was fun to give this a try. Alright guys, thanks for coming along on my journey. I appreciate you very much. Have a great day.